ने Q4 में मजबूत नतीजे पेश किए। मुनाफे में 6% की बढ़ोतरी के साथ एसेट क्वालिटी में भी सुधार हुआ है। नतीजों पर बातचीत करने के लिए हमारे साथ जुड़ गए हैं कंपनी के एमडी और सीईओ पीएन वासुदेवन। वासुदेवन सर, शुक्रिया आपका समय देने के लिए। ETNow स्वदेश पर बहुत स्वागत है आपका। नतीजे काफ़ी अच्छे हैं। हम देख रहे हैं कि एसेट क्वालिटी के फ्रंट पर भी प्रदर्शन काफ़ी बेहतर रहा है। ये बताइए कि इस आउट परफॉर्मेंस की वजह क्या है और FY23 के लिए आप किस तरह का गाइडेंस शेयर करना चाहेंगे, खासतौर से स्मॉल बिजनेस लोन्स को लेकर?
So in FY22, we ended the year with a reasonably good set of numbers. The beginning of the year was impacted, but during the year things improved. And we had last year, if you remember, we had guided for a 15% growth because of the wave 2 impact and all that. We ended up achieving exactly that at 15%. And credit cost, we had also guided a 2.5% credit cost for the year. And finally, the year ended with just about the same level of credit cost also. We had restructured about 9.5% of the book last year. And the whole focus of the bank was to see how that restructured book is going to perform. And a lot of focus on that. And finally, what's turned out at the end of the year is that the restructured book, some of them have become NPA by March, and so they have been recognized and provided for. And the remaining restructured book, we have set out the details in our presentation, if you had seen that. So we believe that there is no further significant stress coming from the restructured book, and the quality of asset is almost back to our pre-COVID levels, which gives us a lot of confidence or comfort to pursue growth. And in terms of guidance that you asked for in FY23, we should be looking at a 30% growth for the year in terms of our advances. And in terms of credit cost, our pre-COVID credit cost used to be in the range of 1.1 to 1.2%. Last year, as I mentioned, was 2.5%. But this year, into FY23, we expect our credit cost to be somewhere in the range of 1.5%. ट्रेंडिंग क्लोजर टू आवर प्री कोविड लेवल्स।
नमस्कार वासुदेवन जी, मैं सृष्टि बात कर रही हूँ। आपने बताया कि आगे के लिए एडवांसेस का ग्रोथ आउटलुक काफ़ी अच्छा है, बट स्पेसिफिकली अब अगर बात करें यील्ड्स और आपके कॉस्ट ऑफ फंड्स पे, वहाँ पे हमें तिमाही दर तिमाही गिरावट ज़रूर देखने को मिली है। बट जिस तरीके से RBI का डिसीजन आया है रेट हाइक का, क्या आगे चल के ये ट्रेंड रिवर्स होते हुए हम देख सकते हैं?
So if you look at our NIM, it's actually improved in Q4 compared to Q3. It's actually improved by about 50 basis points. And so the yield drop is something which has been happening over the last 4 or 5 years. As our cost of funds as well as operating cost keeps dropping, the yield will keep dropping over time. But our NIM, if you see, it's been more or less steady around the 8.5% level. It has been more or less steady over the last few years. So we believe that our NIM may be sustained in that same historical levels of around 8.5%, because we are not doing much of a product mix change. We have now our portfolio consists of 18% microfinance, 45% small business loan, 25% commercial vehicle loans, 5% MSC loans, and 5% loan to NBFC. That product mix, we are not seeing any significant change in the current year. There will be some marginal changes, but not anything dramatic, which means that my yield more or less may remain, my NIM may more or less remain similar. In terms of the rate hike that RBI has announced yesterday, we'll have to wait and watch how the market reacts to that. And if the deposit rates of other banks go up, then we may also follow suit. But we will be able to pass it on to the clients because, our ticket size, as you know, are very small loans. So a marginal increase in rate from an EMI perspective is not very high for a client, where the loan sizes are very small and tenors are generally short.
ठीक है वासुदेवन जी, बहुत शुक्रिया आपका समय देने के लिए, ETNow स्वदेश से बातचीत करने के लिए। तो कंपनी का जो कॉस्ट ऑफ फंड है उसमें लगातार गिरावट आ रही है और अच्छी चीज़ ये है कि एसेट क्वालिटी प्री कोविड लेवल के आसपास पहुंच गई है। लेकिन कल जिस तरह से RBI ने सरप्राइज़ किया है रेपो रेट बढ़ाकर, CRR बढ़ाकर, तो उसको लेकर अब कंपनी जो है इस वक्त वेट एंड वॉच वाले मोड में है। चलिए